Hey Leo, welcome to Higher Source Tarot. This is your January 2020 mid-month tarot check for all Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if you have Leo in your chart, you are in the right place. You're right on schedule. And we are going to look at some things. Now I got to tell you, I just did a reading for you and somehow my camera was not recording. But the outcome of it was the Fool and the Star. So for somebody, there could be a reconciliation coming. I don't know how this one's going to go. It was a great reading, but I just felt like I didn't really want to read, just put the cards back in order. I don't know. I just felt like Spirit moved me to tell the story and then it was gone. But I will say, if somebody's got their heart broken, you may be on the course to reconciliation. But you have to do some things. First off, before I get into that, I want to thank everyone who's been subscribing. It's really fun to see new subscribers pop in. I don't see your names, so if you've ever wondered, do the creators see the names? Only if you're completely public on your settings, but I still see when I get new subscribers, and it's really fun for me. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe and hit that bell notification, and you'll be notified when I post new videos. Feel free to share my videos, comment, like them, anything you want, okay? So I hope you're off to a great start. You did some kind of process to set some intentions for the year and get clear about what you want in your life, because guess what? The universe wants to deliver it to you. All you have to do is tune in and allow it. You don't have to block anything. We're just focused on what we want to draw to us. So sometimes out of the most chaotic events come the most beautiful opportunities to create a new life. I know I've had it in my life before and I've seen it many, many times. So don't be afraid to let go of something, because something new will be brought in for you. All right, you guys, let's see what is going on here mid-month for January 2020 for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Leo. All right, let's kick this off with an Abraham Hicks. I will never cease being or desiring. You will never cease to be. New desires will constantly be born within you. Source will never stop answering your desires, and your expansion is therefore eternal. And so you may begin to relax if in this moment there is something you desire that has not yet come to fruition, okay? So if you're wondering where is it, just relax and know that it will be brought into you. So, my God, I said the Fool was the ending. Here it is again. And the Tower. Okay, that's interesting, because that was not the combination. You got the Sun, though, as your destiny. So behind you, and this makes sense too, kind of, because before you had the Five of Wands, you have the Nine of Wands there, and then the Five of Swords. It's coming out very similar. Spirit wants somebody to know something here. You're represented as the Seven of Swords, so I think you're trying to hide maybe your feelings in the situation. Now, you actually did have the Seven of Wands earlier, but now the outcome is the Nine of Cups. So, or it's really a clarifying card in the reading. So there, you're wanting, I do feel even stronger now, you're wanting to have a brand new beginning with something that ended. It came to a screeching halt. Now in the last reading I had a lot of evidence of other people contributing to this. I still think that's true, that other people were influencing this person. Not necessarily that they cheated on you, that could be a factor, but I feel like it was more like people talking about you and trying to advise this person, and it was none of their business, okay? And they were putting their 2 cents in, and it ended up rocking your world unnecessarily. So it was a lot of ego going on here, where whoever you were involved with was uncertain, and the people around it just fueled it. But the destiny here in the outcome is eternal happiness. That's on your path, and this is you. So represented here, we have Leo, we have fire, we have air, we do have a little bit of water. We also have earth with the High Priestess, because that's generally Taurus, but it's also earth. So, your overarching desire here is to have wish fulfillment, to manifest this new beginning and to achieve success. You will attain your goals. Okay, something good is on the way for you. Um, you're going to radiate pure happiness and positivity in your life, in your upcoming future too, even though that's really the goal or destiny. Now, you got knocked around by somebody. The Nine of Wands here is about a cycle about to complete, and it's somebody who has really kind of like been wounded and done battle. Um, I think you or the other person was not sure it was the right decision. It might have been both of you too. And so you're kind of looking back like, what just happened there? And that may have taken everybody by surprise. I do think too there was kind of an impatience around the whole thing. Like, I think this was an on again, off again kind of thing. And when it went off again, it was like, well, okay, when are we going to get this back on again? Because that's our cycle, and it hasn't happened. So there's some impatience. And the 5 is all about change, okay? So there's an arrogant energy here, and I actually think it's the people around this other person that are bringing the arrogance. Like, they think they're here to be some kind of advisor, and they don't know anything about relationships. They're contributing negative energy into a situation that's not theirs. So you don't have to block them, but what you do have to do is tune in. I want you to focus your mind and really get into the feeling of what that person is like to be around, because you're energetically tied to the person that you had this ending with. There's an energetic tie, and this is in the upcoming future. And here you go. This is the card of the psychic. This is where you use your mind to keep that energy, the positive energy, alive and well. That person will feel that, and there may be signs to you. So maybe I've had this one happen to me where I suddenly see the person's same car that they drive 3 different times, and that kind of tells me, the universe tells me we're in sync, we're in synchronicity. And with one of the people, we would frequently text or call in simultaneously. It would happen all the time. We had a very strong energetic pull, and when we separated, we still continued to have that, and you do too. So you want to be pure positive energy around this, thinking about good times. You can also visualize reconciliation, but it needs to be positive. You don't want to reconcile or visualize something where you're taking the other person's inventory. That needs to be done. But I do think something's going to come to light here. And it may even be this other person telling you what was said or what the influences were. You're a bit hesitant though. Now, oftentimes we say the 7 of Swords is about dishonesty and deceit. I do think in your case, it's more about you not wanting to be honest about your feelings. You're a bit hesitant here, and you also sort of there's like a pride factor where whatever this on again, off again thing is, you're kind of embarrassed about considering taking this person back. It's also a message to kind of protect yourself a little bit. There might be some lower energy people that are around in this, and you just don't want them around you. I can't remember if I said this time or the last time, but if you reconcile, you need to get rid of those people. You need to tell the other person, I just don't want them to be any part of my life. So if you're interested in this, this is my offer. I'm just not going to put up with it. Again, it's a 7, so that's a lucky number. So whatever negative energy surrounding you is going to be very short-lived. The other person comes in as strength. So again, could it be a Leo, but it also could be somebody who is seeing the value in this relationship and really sees what they were missing. Because what can happen when there's a breakup and there are other people, they start to redirect the person's attention by, let's go golfing, let's go, out to a concert and doing other things so that they're busy and they don't miss your energy as much. But I actually think that has died down quite a bit, and they're starting to really feel what it's like to not have you there. I think this was in your last reading, but maybe not. Maybe that was somebody else. The Queen of Swords will be about clarity. She's very, very intelligent and creative. And this is sort of your natural instinct here. You will cut through whatever doesn't serve you and bring out very good communication in this relationship. So if that has been lacking, as you move forward, that's going to improve. Now, this is about getting around obstacles. So you've got the Seven of Wands with the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is, of course, about, it can be about drinking, but in this case, it's not. It's really about sharing in happiness. He's like this innkeeper. That's really what his role is. And he's got all these cups lined up for people to share with him. It's like sharing happiness. So I think what you need to do is get around these obstacles. So like these people holding up their wands, after you get around them, you're going to have that wish fulfillment. Because you had the Star before, which is also wish fulfillment. So you have it twice. So those of you that are really wishing for a reconciliation, there is an obstacle here. And I believe it's other people and running their mouths. And the best thing you can do is, when you reconnect with this person, I wouldn't bring it up right away. I'd kind of see what their intentions are and then bring up, this can't move forward with these other contributors because it just doesn't work that way. But anyway, you do have wish fulfillment coming through, so that's very good. And I really hope you enjoyed your mid-month check. So this could be, I would say probably end of February is where you're going to start to see some movement. So might be a little bit slow moving at first, and that's okay. Sometimes when we have things go too quickly, they get a little bit messy. So take your time. Know that you're strong enough to deal with this, and I'm so glad that you're here, and we will continue to continue.